Just as an example, when you do like an application today, you have an application engineer who will write 600, 700, 800 lines of code. That is what we fully automate. And we will actually write those 6, 7, 800 lines of code automatically in about 20 seconds.
Today, MTD have the pleasure to be attending this wonderful event in Manchester, the OnRobot Deploy event. Now, Enrico, you are the founder of OnRobot.
Yes.
Firstly, it's a pleasure and thank you for having us.
No, thank you for being here. I really appreciate it.
Enrico, OnRobot and Deploy. Firstly, let's start from the beginning. Why are we all here today?
We are all here today because over the past 10 years, 15 years, we have seen a lot of work being done on the actual robots, making robots easy to use, but we have forgotten the actual application. So we are here today because now Deploy will also make the applications easy.
And also the programming?
We will basically, with Deploy, we will completely automate the programming. So when you use Deploy, there is no more programming. I know there are a lot of people saying, oh, no code programming. With Deploy, we fully automate the programming.
And how does this work? For someone that's watching this video, how does this technology work? And what gave you the inspiration and the vision to invent this new innovative software?
Yeah. So if we start with the second question first, the idea basically came after I spent a lot of years working and developing universal robots. And we did a lot of work on the robot side, but I could also see that the applications themselves were still complicated, still required a lot of skilled application engineers. So I thought, okay, how do we make that part easy as well? And that was sort of the vision back in 2017, so just before we founded the current OnRobot. So that's really where the idea comes from, a natural continuation of the cobot work.
How many years experience have you had in the automated industry?
Well, that depends on how you count it, because I have been on the developing side or manufacturing side since 2008, but before that I had a couple of factories in completely different industries where I was a customer. So I have been working with robots since the late 90s.
Now, this statement of completely automating programming and kind of removing this barrier to entry, some people may say this sounds too good to be true. What would you say to that?
I would say it's not too good to be true, because it is here, but it is a very, very big step forward for the industry. And it has required a lot of work behind the scenes to get to where we are today.
Now, today you have all of your partners attending the event. Tomorrow you have all of the end users and buyers that are going to implement this technology within their organisation. Is this going to break down lots of barriers to entry in regards to automation?
It will make it so much easier to go into automation for end users. It will make our partners do 10 times more applications with the same manpower. So yes, it will definitely break down, the entry barriers. Just as an example, when you do like an application today, you have an application engineer who will write 600, 700, 800 lines of code. That is what we fully automate. And we will actually write those 6, 7, 800 lines of code automatically in about 20 seconds.
Wow, I mean, this just sounds phenomenal, and I would strongly recommend people to contact yourselves to learn more about this technology. Now, in your opinion, how important is automation to not only the UK economy, but the global economy in regards to skill levels within our engineering industry, but all manufacturing industry in general?
Yeah, but we have, no matter how you look at it, we have very, very little automation in general in the UK and in the rest of the world as well. At the same time, we have a fast-growing global population. We have an aging population, meaning that the workforce is getting smaller, and we have everybody who wants to improve their living standards. So in order to do that, there has to be a lot more manufacturing going on in the future. We can only do that if we automate, and we can only do it in a financial, sensible way if we automate.
So this is effectively enabling growth.
This is enabling growth within the automation industry, but it is also enabling global growth as a financial or economic growth as a whole, yes.
Enrico, it's been an absolute pleasure. Thank you very much for your time.
Thank you very much.